Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. And his first pass falls incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Okay, 1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Running it now out of the gun. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Back-to-back carries here. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Bringing out an extra defensive back for 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Ready, set. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They'll go. It's Sanders. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
19, Mustang 19, 70 Lion, Dragon 60.
To the air with Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Falcons, first down.
10.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Roll. Cup 19. Trap 60. Let's go.
From the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Saints 7.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. That play straight ahead. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm an aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
2. 18 Cardinal.
Sending him on the dive. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
Okay, ready?
Break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Stephanie.
There's a dive up the middle. He did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They send a man in motion.
60 Vices. Go street.
Back to the well again. He runs it ahead for 3, but doesn't get to the marker. This is 4th down. Offense up to the line fast. for him. Racing down the left side. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
From the red zone now. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete. So they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, but it certainly wasn't.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll try and punch it in. He's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Looking quickly here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here we go, right up the gut. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Viking, 18.
Sanders going to throw on 4. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints trim the lead to 1. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Tyrone Tracy now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up. Past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Penix on him quick, and they bring it down. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Offense to the line fast. Here's Penix to throw. Down with the grab. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Complete to Tank Dell. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18, Pioneer. 19, 19 tight. 19 tight. Bobcats, ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
4th down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
Here we go, sack. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
They do go for it. It's Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down.
46-yard line.
You want to see more, but you want to see some. Life just slows you down. Your body gets active now. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Hawk 70. Ready.
3rd down, it's Penix. Short pass brought in. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another carry for Robinson. Ground game works for the touchdown. The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
One after is good by Borealis. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 14.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Ready.
Now Sanders. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Looking inside the red zone. Oh, he's got it, it's in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Let's go.
They go left side with Miller. We will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running once more with Miller. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints tie this game at 21. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Tracy on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 70 Lions.
Penix looking to pass. Escapes the pocket. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. That one complete to Pitts. The 30. The 10. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Bronco 80.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. We'll cobble together a yard there. That was Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Oh, it's a tip drill, intercepted! Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Falcons on top inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
60 Eagles.
Robinson on the inside give. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
70 Lions.
Staying with Robinson. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Penix on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
60 Eagles. 79 Bronco.
Throwing Penix. That's intercepted near the sideline. Picked up by Deontay Banks.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Get it.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
19 Lions. 19-18. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Sanders. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's third down and longer.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Third and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to get to Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brings up second and
Penix here from the gun. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check out.
Penix working from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
I see through your eyes.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
70 Lion. 18 Run. 18 Run. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready to go.
Penix is going to throw again. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gallis taps on the extra point. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
26-yard line.
Offense to the line for second down.
Ready? 19, 60, 60, ready.
He'll throw it. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up third and very short. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Got it. Ready?
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Back. 70.
Looking to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
Tight end going in motion here. Trying to push this past the marker. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half.
To kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Tracy on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go, Simon.
Starting the half with Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
To the air with Penix. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll throw, third and long. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. Goes to the hurry up here. Before they can run a play on fourth down, we have a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So as they face fourth down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
On the ready.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Let's go.
Running it now out of the gun. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
70. Ready.
gun. Here's Sanders. He beams one deep right side. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season.
The Falcons take over.
Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
He dodged the tackle. There he goes again. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Able to hit Palmer. Complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
Come on.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Setting up the screen. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. On 1st down, here's Sanders. This ball's cut by Palmer. Down to the sideline past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. And they'll play action for Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Nice gain left side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Working quickly here. In the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home. That's it.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Options aplenty out wide. 5 receivers set here on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Sanders going to throw on 4. He's loaded another one up. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Michael Robinson from the pistol. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Set up. Read Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now we're on with Robinson. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready? Viking 18. Ready?
Play fake. Penix. Look at that power. Deep left side. That's complete. Inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Drake London with the touchdown.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action of the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
One after is good by Boy Gallis. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead.
Saints 21.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
On the jump.
1st and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
19 Lions. Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw now is Sanders. Throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Tag. Bronco leading. Steady right.
Throwing again here. Sanders. Has it downfield working the left. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Steady.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Run out left. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. Get 22 out of that play. And that's good for the Saints' 1st down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let go.
Sanders back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the third. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Saints 28. Blake Ruby to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Running here with Bijan. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the shotgun, Penix rolling out to his left. Now here he goes. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 5 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now to give to Bijan. Escapes the defender. Has a hole left. Room to run. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Gary Dallas on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
Falcons 56, Saints 28.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10.
18, 5 in. Count.
To the air, Sanders. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Here's Sanders now. That one's cut on the left sideline. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Saints first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Ready.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints shave some off the deficit late in the quarter.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
To kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 70 Lions. Roll, roll, roll.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over.
Ready.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Ready. Head to 60. Head to 60. Like the
Penix working from the gun. That one complete to Pitts. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Set. 70 Timberwolves.
1st and 10, out under Robinson. Shoves one away. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
We've set it down from 37.
Ready. 70 Lions.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Mustang 19.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Down the field, it's Pitts. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons put up even more points in a win. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons tack on 7 more to their lead.
63, Saints 35.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Viking and Steve, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Sanders going to look to throw. Taking a shot deep here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
18 Rattlers. Ready? 70 Lions.
Sanders setting the pass. Fits it through the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints putting up points in a game decided.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Falcons cover off the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Dragon 60.
Penix on 1st down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So that brings up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll fly ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
18 Pioneer. Warriors 70. 79 Bronco. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Third down, it's Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Drake London with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Warriors 70, 70 Timberwolves, 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Get up. 18 Cardinal. 18. Cardinal 80. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. The second down run good for 4, and that brings up third down. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Back-to-back carries here. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Offensive line fast. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Here we go. 60 Maverick. 6 Viking 18. Go street.
Now Sanders. Finds him over the middle. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Street.
Looking to throw here. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now. 70 Lions. 19 Lions.
Now looking to throw. This is caught near the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 3-yard line.
Okay, ready?
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Two-point attempt coming. Sanders getting his offense set.
The Saints will line up.
Motion to receiver left. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Cover off the kick. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Set up. 18, cop. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Robinson on the inside give. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Play action. Here's Penix. Left side into the hands of Dell. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Going right side. Robinson with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons put up even more points in a win. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, Brock, they were obviously more concerned with a pass that wasn't coming. Great decision to hand it off, and even better running to gallop all the way to the end zone.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to look, right from the playbook, right? That's why you run an RPO. That defense can't be right. You're playing pass. Well, I'll hand it off, and my running back can do the damage.
Penix is going to throw for it. And no connection on the two-point try. It fails. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not, and more just about the fact they don't care. I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hey, smash. Lion.
To throw now is Sanders. Completed over the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints putting up points in a game decided. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find Pedro.
And the Falcons cover off the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
So first down from the 41.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. 60 biceps. 60 biceps.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Escapes out to the left. Hits his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. He gained 11 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
They're going to pass it here. Line of guys there, and it's intercepted. Zay Frazier has it. And the Saints get the football back at the 14-yard line. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey. Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Sanders back to throw. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Backed up even closer to the goal line. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's go.
There's a dive up the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. They connect for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. On the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard
To the air, Sanders. Brought in right side. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Okay, ready?
On the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That's low and bounces short of his man.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready?
Here he goes, one final shot. And that pass is dropped. Fitting, that would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later.